So the question is, how do we do this algebraically? How do we do these multiple angles algebraically? Real simple. Before I do this, I'm going to do exactly the same question that I did graphically, but now I'm going to do this algebraically so that we can compare our answers. Remind ourselves what the answers were. It was 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 240 degrees, and finally 300 degrees. Let's see a way of getting that. Okay, first things first. In the algebraic approach, it'll say right here, find the domain of the multiple angle. Notice I'm not talking about the period. I am talking about the domain, this domain right here. You know that it's from 0 to 360 degrees, but there, right there, it's only for x. So what's the new domain? Well, now you're dealing with, 2x. Okay, so here's 2x. How do you go from x to 2x? You multiply everything by 2. That's easy because 0 times 2 is 0. But take a look at this. Wouldn't this be 720 degrees now? Oh my goodness, we're dealing with big numbers. Yeah, okay, so what now? What you do now is very, very simple. Do the same solving process. And same 4 steps that I've told you 1,000 times over. Isolate. Okay, so have we isolated? You betcha. So what do we got here? All right, we have a cos 2x equals to a minus a half. All right, now add sugar to coffee. There it is. Figure out where this thing is negative. Yup, there and there. Beautiful. Let's determine the theta reference of cos 2x. The theta reference for this, the x reference, will end up being what? Okay, this is where it is 1/2. So, where is it 1/2? Yes, it's the narrow one here, right at that point. That, folks, is again up here at, guess what? 60 degrees, right? Okay, now here's the cool thing. Here's where we're going to make some really, really cool things happen. The cool things that happen is this. Remember, add sugar to coffee. Where was this 60 degrees? The 60 degrees referred to the reference angle, right? So that makes this guy actually 180 minus 60, which is 120 degrees. This one makes it 180 plus 60, which is at 240 degrees. Remember what our answer was way, way back. That's before we dealt with multiple angles. Our answer here was 120 degrees and 240 degrees. But wait a second. That's, for this guy. That is not for 1x. So wait. Before you go crazy, watch what I'm going to do. This is cool. Remember, you are now going through a domain here from 0, right, to 720 degrees. So in other words, think about this. What does that mean? That means 2 complete rotations. Okay, find me the angles when you do 2 complete rotations. Well, the first rotation's easy. Yes, it's 120 degrees. The second one is 240. I've got those numbers written down here. But now I have to do this for 2 rotations. So what is that? Well, easy. That's a coterminal angle. So all you basically have to do at that point then is add another 360 degrees to this, right? So doesn't that give you 480 degrees? Yeah, 480 degrees. Then that means you have to add 360 to that. Okay, adding 360 to that, well, wait a second. That gives you 600 degrees. But remember, we were dealing with this to be one of the angles. Well, it's not 1 anymore, it's 2. So if this is 2x, how do we solve for x? Real simple. Divide by 2. Divide all of these numbers by 2. And if you do, check it out. You get 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 240 degrees, and 300 degrees. That's what your x equal to. And guess what? You want to see something really cool? What were our angles when we did this graphically? Oh my goodness. Where did they go? Right there. Look at that. 60 degrees, 120, 240, and 300. Oh my, I got the same thing all the way down here. Look at that. Using algebra. That's how you do it. So remember a couple things. Number one, okay, find the new domain. The new domain, of course, is a multiple. That means these are all multiples. Solve, same way we always solve. Then we added the rotation, right, to this step in order to find those multiple angles. And then simple, divide by the b value, which just happens to be the same value that I have here. And you're good to go. That's how you solve. Stay tuned. I got a bunch more coming your way.